Shares in former U.S. President Donald Trump's media company surged as it formally debuted on the stock market on Tuesday, propelling the firm's market value to over $9 billion.
도널드 트럼프 전 미국 대통령이 설립한 미디어 회사가 지난 화요일 주식시장에 거래된 첫날부터 주가가 급등해 회사의 시장가치가 장중 한때 90억 달러를 넘기도 한 것으로 알려졌습니다. Tell us more.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So shares actually almost hit $80 yesterday. So at one point the market cap was over 10 billion.
Okay.
And then it went down, so they ended the day around 8 billion and so market cap means market capitalization.
Right.
You take the share price and multiply it by the number of shares. That's the simple math for that. So it closed around 58 yesterday. I just checked. It closed at $66 in the second day of trading. So it's really kind of been going up and down. A lot of analysts are saying that this doesn't really make that much sense based on the firm's performance. Trump Media's Truth Social, which is like Twitter, that brought in only $3 million in revenue in the first 9 months of last year and lost nearly $50 million.
Okay.
So there is some wonder as to why, but a lot of people are saying a lot of this looks like it's Trump supporters maybe, and it's not these big Wall Street investment banks that are investing. It's people who like Trump.
There's definitely going to be a lot of publicity from this, and
Right.
I guess that could and will affect the race, the presidential race, to some regard. Let's have a look at our first expression, which is to debut.
To debut, make your first appearance. So this can be some new actor or actress in a movie. They make their debut. An athlete can make their debut on a team. You can even get traded to another team or sign with another team and then make your debut.
그렇죠. 우리는 데뷔라고 하는데 영어식으로는 debut 이렇게 발음을 합니다. D-E-B-U-T. We're talking about, of course, shares of Trump's media company. 그리고 아까 또 언급했던 표현 중에 market cap라는 표현이 있었어요. 이제 market capitalization의 줄임말인데 이게 시가총액이 되겠습니다. What about propel?
Well, if you think about a helicopter, that big, on the top of the helicopter, those big blades, that's a propeller.
Yeah.
Or a boat. Boats have propellers. So it's the thing that powers the vehicle. So you can think of propel in the same way.
Yeah.
It powered it, it pushed it, it drove the market cap over 10 billion.
프로펠러가 이렇게 움직이면은 비행기의 기체가 움직이듯이 뭔가 몰고 가다, 추진하다 이런 뜻입니다. propel. 다시 읽어볼게요. Shares in former U.S. President Donald Trump's media company surged as it formally debuted on the stock market on Tuesday, propelling the firm's market value to over $9 billion. Let's move on to the next headline.
Thailand has initiated a comprehensive campaign to capture and relocate monkeys from residential areas in Lopburi city, prompted by the damage caused by the animals.
태국 롭부리시의 주거지역에서 원숭이로 인한 피해가 잇따르자 정부가 이들을 포획해 다른 곳으로 보내는 광범위한 캠페인을 시작했습니다. Okay, so too many monkeys?
Too many monkeys, yeah. The macaque population in Lopburi, they're saying, has become increasingly aggressive, stealing food from people, attacking people. They've even injured several people recently. I saw one story where they steal cell phones even.
Yeah.
So yeah,
They're notorious for that, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of pests actually. So this city decided, okay, we got to catch these and then relocate them, move them to a to like what were they calling it, like a monkey garden or something like that?
Yeah.
A place where they can live outdoors and
Right.
and
Some sort of sanctuary.
A sanctuary. Thank you. However, they are in that community, in that district. They don't want them because they're worried. What if these monkeys? Because I think they're saying around 50 of them were the first batch. They were saying, well, what happens if they escape the sanctuary? What if they cause damage? Who's going to pay for it? So the city council there voted against it, and apparently they've actually halted this plan.
So no one wants these monkeys.
No one wants them. So it was temporarily halted on Wednesday. So we'll have to, again, this is kind of a developing story to see what ends up happening.
그래요. 이제 정부에서 이 원숭이들을 포획해가지고 다른 지역으로 옮기자 하는 캠페인을 벌이기는 하는데 그 다른 지역의 주민들도 아니 우리 있는 곳으로 데려오지 마세요. 이렇게 하다 보니까 지금 약간 갈 곳이 없어지는 상황이네요. 첫 번째 표현 보겠습니다. This is all part of a comprehensive campaign.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I guess it is. Comprehensive means thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah, or very broad. So a lot of times, like we think about it in school, right? So it's a comprehensive course. This course covers a lot of topics. The scope is very broad.
그러네요. 광범위한 뭔가 포괄적인이라는 뜻으로 comprehensive를 학교에서도 쓸 수 있고 지금 여기서는 캠페인과 관련해서도 좀 포괄적인 캠페인이다 이렇게 볼 수 있을 것 같습니다. 광범위하다. 그 다음에는 relocate.
To move. You can see the word locate there. So it's to move someone to a different location. This happens a lot in sports, actually. Teams will relocate. There's still tons of hockey fans in Quebec City. They're still angry that this happened in the 90s to their team.
아, 그렇군요. relocate라는 게 이제 이전하다, 다른 곳으로 배치한다라는 뜻입니다. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. Thailand has initiated a comprehensive campaign to capture and relocate monkeys from residential areas in Lopburi city, prompted by the damage caused by the animals. And let's move on to the final headline.
The much debated floating door from the 1997 film Titanic, which only had room to save Kate Winslet's Rose, but not Leonardo DiCaprio's Jack, has sold at auction for more than $700,000.
1997년 영화 타이타닉에서 케이트 윈슬릿이 연기한 로즈만 살리고 레오나르도 디카프리오의 잭은 태우지 못한 것을 두고 크기상의 논란이 있었던 문짝 소품이 경매에서 $70만 넘는 가격에 낙찰됐습니다.
How much did you cry at the end of this movie when you watched this back in the 90s?
A little bit.
97.
Yeah. Well,
A little bit, come on.
Yeah, I love this movie. I really did.
And here's the funny thing. It's not even a door. Everyone says it's a door. It's not a door.
Oh.
I was just reading about this. It's a door.
Okay.
It's a piece of wood from a door frame. It's not an actual door.
Okay, interesting. Well, of course, the debate goes on. I think
Yeah.
Kate Winslet and DiCaprio have been asked this question year after year.
So is James Cameron.
The
he says,
director.
yeah, and they did it. They actually, I was reading an article where he
Right.
said they did a test.
Oh.
They took a piece of wood, put it in water, and they got two people that were the same size as them, and it sunk.
Oh, okay. So then it was logical.
But he says it doesn't matter anyways because at the end of the day, he said it's like Romeo and Juliet. Jack had to die.
Oh dear. The lovers had to part.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at our first expression. Much debated.
Anytime you say much something, then it means a lot, right? So a much maligned coach means
Yeah.
everyone's angry at that coach. Much debated topic, it means people talk about it a lot. People debate it.
논란이 많았던, 말이 많았던 무언가 할 때 a much hyphen debated 무엇 이렇게 표현하면 되고요. Have room to do something. 이거 뭘까요?
In this case, it means literal room, space. There was not enough space for two people on the door, and I think that, or the piece of wood, whatever you want to call it, the panel. But the thing is, like, I think people can say, oh, there was room for another person, but what the director and everyone says is, yeah, but it wouldn't have mattered because they both would have died then.
그래요.
But we say this a lot. If you say you go to a restaurant, you might say, "Oh, do you have room for two more people? Is there?" Or you're putting things in the fridge,
Yeah.
for example. It's, "Oh,
Right.
is there room for this? Do you
No,
have
there's
room
no
for that?
room."
There's no more room. Get out." No.
네, 여기서의 room은 방이 아니고요. 공간이나 자리를 말합니다. 그래서 여기 자리 있어요? 냉장고 안에 이거 좀 넣고 싶은데 자리 있어? 이런 거 공간이 있어? 물어볼 때 is there room? No, there's no room. There's plenty of room. 이런 식으로.
Lots of space.
그렇죠. space라는 의미로 쓰는 건데 이 문짝에 과연 로즈와 잭이 같이 탈 공간이 됐나 안 됐나 이걸 가지고 수십 년째 디베이트가 이어져 오고 있거든요. Was there room for two people?
There might have been, but
괜찮아요.
yeah.
Yeah, 그래요. 그래서 have room to do something. 뭐 할 공간이 있다. 내지는 뭐 여유가 있다. 비유적으로 쓸 수도 있거든요. 자, 그럼 다시 읽어보겠습니다. The much debated floating door from the 1997 film Titanic, which only had room to save Kate Winslet's Rose, but not Leonardo DiCaprio's Jack, has sold at auction for more than $700,000. That's it for the headlines.